Were you guided here by kindly Mikula? I am Leda. And like you, I was guided by faith along his honorable path. Touch the withered arm, and you too will be transported to the realm of shadow where Mikula the Kind now dwells. My compatriots are there already. Like us, they have heard kindly Mikula's call. If you can find them, they are certain to lend you aid. Come now, touch the withered arm, and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again. Hello again. Did you meet my compatriots? They're quite the congregation, from places as far and wide as you can imagine. Doubtless they'd have all come to blows at first glance, were it not for the charm kindly Mikula put upon us. This is what allows us to serve together, the work of a living God. Wondering about the hornsent, are you? True enough. In any other circumstance, he'd be at our throats. Long ago, Queen Marika commanded Sir Mesmer to purge the tower folk, a cleansing by fire. It's no wonder the hornsent holds the Erdtree in contempt. That aside, man is by nature a creature of conquest, and in this regard, the tower folk are no different. They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war, but it's still a wretched shame. We are all utterly captivated by kindly Mikula. It is what binds us together. Oh, that man is known as Dane. He's been in the service of Mikula the Kind longer than I. He might be solemn of cheer, but is a fierce warrior nevertheless. There's no cause for concern. Dane's reluctance to speak to you is no fault of your own. We've been acquainted for quite some time, but even I am yet to hear his voice. Perhaps one day. Oh, hello. Did you feel it? Mikula the Kind's enchantment appears to have broken. But while my devotion to kindly Mikula remains unchanged, by my troth I am not so sure about the others. No, wait. Perhaps this is a blessing in disguise. I can wield my sword to cull the undeserving, those unfit to bask in tender Mikula's presence. I should have thought of this earlier. Right. It's time to begin ferreting out those of us who don't deserve to be at kindly Mikula's side. Thiolier. It's true. His devotion to St. Trina is plain to see. I fear his vows to Mikula the Kind are merely secondary. But for this very reason, Thiolier is incapable of betrayal. St. Trina's love for kind Mikula is boundless. She is, after all, his other half. Or perhaps her feelings go beyond even that. Even if she was left behind, I doubt her heart would waver. Right. It's time to begin ferreting out those of us who don't deserve to be at kindly Mikula's side. The hornsent. On one hand, he trusts Mikula the Kind to bring salvation to his people. With the enchantment lifted, his vengeful passions may once again ignite. But surely he'd be mindful of kindly Mikula's promise. On the other hand, the hornsent does present his own dangers. Perhaps your concerns are well-founded after all. Allow me some time to mull it over. Ah, there you are. It took me long enough, I know. But I've made my decision. I believe it wisest to eliminate the hornsent. If he were to point his blade at Sir Mesmer or Queen Marika, perhaps it would not matter. But vengeance changes a man. And one day, his blade may turn towards Miquella the Kind. Kindly Miquella is, after all, the true golden child. Even if he discards every last drop of his being, his lineage will always remain. I believe the hornsent suspects what I have in mind. He never placed his full trust in me, even under the effect of kindly Miquella's spell. He must have recognized something. The scent of the killer that slept within me, the stench of crusted blood. I will follow the hornsent. To have his revenge on Sir Mesmer, there is only one place he will go. The Black Keep. Worthy hornsent, I will dispose of you. Before your thirst for revenge beckons our undoing, I can no longer trust your word.
In the end, I knew this day would come. The nature of your kind, I am certain, will always show itself. Give me time. Apologies. Oh, mother, wife, and child.
Kindly Miquella never betrays a vow. Go. Your family awaits you. Ah, there you are. Well fought. You have my gratitude. He was never going to see eye to eye with us, but his words were ill-founded. It was hard to hear, I know. I know I shouldn't let myself, but I suppose it's only natural to feel the weight of one's deeds at times like these. There's plenty left to be done, and I will see to it. Who else, I wonder? I don't enjoy casting suspicion on anyone I've called a comrade, but it's a small sacrifice in the grand scheme of things. We must eradicate all doubt. Worthy hornsent, I will dispose of you. Before your thirst for revenge beckons our undoing, I can no longer trust your word.
In the end, I knew this day would come.
You have bested me. A single betrayal. Enough to turn the tide. Unfortunate. But I will leave you be. For now.
Do not interfere. This is my revenge.
Perhaps I shouldn't meddle in her affairs, but this is the only way I can help. I should have expected as much from Freya. Some things simply never occur to her. Paralyzing fear. True despair. That's Freya through and through.
Ah, there you are. I've made up my mind. The hornsent is no longer a mortal danger. With the object of his vengeance gone, his blade has grown dull. In that state, I don't imagine he will ever fight again. I needn't bother with him. Lest, of course, another target for his retribution should appear. I know I shouldn't let myself, but I suppose it's only natural to feel the weight of one's deeds at times like these. There's plenty left to be done, and I will see to it. Who else, I wonder? I don't enjoy casting suspicion on anyone I've called a comrade, but it's a small sacrifice in the grand scheme of things. We must eradicate all doubt. Ah, there you are. I'm afraid Sir Ansbach will have to be next. He insists that he's nothing but a worn-down, over-the-hill soldier. But in his day, he was the feared commander of the pure-blood knights, who cleaved open Mikkel the Kime with his blood blade. He claims he hasn't the spirit to take up his sword again, but I doubt it'll be very long before he recalls, as I have, the cascading sheets of blood. I'm afraid he cannot be left to fester. I've come to a realization. There's ample evidence. Without kindly Mikkela's influence, I'm quite mistrustful of others. Sir Ansbach, I will dispose of you. I find that I have a new apprehension. Your ambivalence, and exactly where it might lead you.
So, you would cull an old man such as I?
Fancy meeting you here. I am pleased. Now go and make yourself useful.
I have utterly failed you both. Mikkel the Kind. Lord Moog.
Thank you for all that you have done, Sir Ansbach. Ah, there you are. I appreciate the help in battle. Sir Ansbach must have considered it an honorable end, being felled by your hand. After all, the good fellow held you in the highest regard. When we speak of it, we may speak with pride that we were Sir Ansbach's final adversaries. You are an odd one, aren't you? The enchantment is broken, and yet you alone appear completely unchanged, as if nothing was ever cast upon you. No matter. If you found your way here, it was because kindly Mikula wished it so. But I am afraid this is our farewell. When next we meet, let it be under the eyes of Mikula the Kind. Goodbye, comrade. I'm afraid this is our farewell, comrade. When next we meet, let it be under the eyes of Mikula the Kind. Sir Ansbach, I will dispose of you. I find that I have a new apprehension. Your ambivalence, and exactly where it might lead you.
So, you would cull an old man such as I?
Perhaps I should have known not to challenge the two of you alone. I'll take my leave. For now.
Lady Leda, I ask you keep kindly Mikula in your care.
I thought I'd see you here. It's been quite some time. It was never kindly Mikula, was it? The Erdtree was leading you all along, so that you might ascend to lordship. Why come to these lands to begin with? I suppose it must be what His Eminence, or perhaps the Erdtree desired all along. The clashing of the favored lords. Such that one would prevail. So be it. If you insist upon facing Mikula the Kind, then I will run you through whoever you might be. Don't tarry now. Don't you dare approach Mikula the Kind. Needle Knight's Leda, Dryleaf Dane, and our allies will never allow this.
Tis just as the woman said it would be. Lord of the Erdtree. Lord of Marika.
Kindly Mikula, make the world